Hey everybody! Today we're going to talk about red cabbage. We will discuss its pros and cons. Let's go!
Red cabbage is a vegetable that is very popular among people who watch their diet. This product is similar to white cabbage in its structure and appearance, but there are some differences between these species in the composition. The taste of red cabbage is somewhat sharp. It is almost impossible to confuse it with something else. Despite the large number of useful properties, red cabbage is not so widespread on the territory of our country. Much more often it can be found in the states in the north of Europe, as well as in Asia. What is the difference between white cabbage and red cabbage? The first difference that cannot be overlooked is, of course, in the color of these types of vegetables. White cabbage is called so because its leaves have the usual white color, while red cabbage has a purple color. Moreover, there are also differences in the chemical composition of cabbage varieties. So, red cabbage has more vitamin C in it, which is good for the human body. In addition, this type of cabbage also contains more protein. Thanks to its chemical properties, red cabbage keeps its freshness much longer and does not spoil. There are many varieties of cabbage, but red cabbage deserves special attention because it is a real source of useful substances that strengthen the body. It is often used in various folk recipes as one of the medicinal remedies. For example, the juice of this vegetable is used as a remedy for stomach ulcers, and fiber, which is contained in cabbage, helps the body to get rid of excess unnecessary substances. Also, if you compare red cabbage with white cabbage, you will find that it contains 4 times more carotene, which is healthier. Each of the types of cabbage is useful in its own way. You should use them depending on your goals and the condition of your body. If you prefer to eat cabbage in raw form, then it is better to use red cabbage for this purpose, because it contains a large number of substances that can remove harmful substances from the body and generally improve digestion. The presence of red cabbage in the diet will improve the functioning of many organs and even entire body systems. In addition, red cabbage is perfect for second courses, as well as various kinds of winter preparations. White cabbage has softer leaves, so it is perfect for making stuffed cabbage. Also, this vegetable is a necessary ingredient in the composition of first dishes, namely in soups, borscht, and other soups. Very useful white cabbage in sauerkraut. Its juice is able to improve intestinal function and increase the immune defense of the body. Composition and calories. A big plus for everyone who adheres to a diet or just follows the figure will be that red cabbage contains only 29 calories per 100 grams. Of course, in terms of nutrition, cabbage is inferior to more hearty and caloric products, but for thinners, it is a real gift. It can be eaten without hesitation on a diet both in raw and in boiled or stewed form. In addition, a big plus is the presence of easy-to-digest protein. Red cabbage does not contain a large amount of fats. Per 100 grams of the product, they are only 0.1 grams. There are in the composition of red cabbage and carbohydrates, 7 grams, but 2.5 of them are special dietary fibers that are not digested in the gastrointestinal tract. These fibers increase in volume while in the stomach, and then very gently remove accumulated mucus and toxins from the intestines. In addition, these same fibers remove radionuclides and heavy metals. The composition of red cabbage can be called rich because it also contains a considerable amount of vitamins A, C, B, and PP. In addition, the composition contains beta-carotene and mineral components, iron, potassium, selenium, magnesium. Thanks to all these substances, red cabbage is recommended to use in order to increase the elasticity of capillary walls and elasticity of vascular tissues. Also, phytoncides and anthocyanin in the composition help to increase immune resistance. What is useful red cabbage? For women, red cabbage is very useful, because since ancient times the leaves of this plant are recommended to be used as compresses in the presence of benign formations in the chest area. In addition, there is a widespread belief that eating red cabbage contributes to a later onset of menopause. As experts note, these are not the only useful properties of cabbage for women. This list also includes the use of the vegetable in diseases of the musculoskeletal system, ulcers or burns. If a woman suffers from osteochondrosis, she needs to apply cabbage leaves to unhealthy vertebrae, pre-lubricated with grated laundry soap. In the case of burns, will help fresh leaves, applied to the sore spot at night. Also appreciated by women, and the fact that red cabbage is an excellent assistant for beauty and skin care. For example, this vegetable helps to fight pigment spots on the face, including freckles. To eliminate them, you need to make various masks from cabbage leaves, prepare juice and mashed potatoes, and apply them to the face. Get rid of irritation can get rid of special cabbage baths, which are prepared with brine. Only 1 glass of brine will be enough for a bath. For men, red cabbage is also very useful. For example, it is known that it helps to protect the male body from the development of prostate cancer. In principle, this vegetable has a general property to protect a man from the development of cancer, but some special cases can be considered. There is an opinion that red cabbage helps to improve potency in men. Here it is important to understand that it does not directly affect potency, but due to many of its useful properties has a beneficial effect in this area of men's health. Red cabbage is useful for male athletes because it helps to get rid of muscle pain. If you have regular workouts, then the presence of cabbage in the diet, you will definitely say thank you. Often men suffer from all kinds of diseases of the genitourinary system. In this case, cabbage also helps to eliminate various inflammatory processes in the bladder or kidneys. This vegetable can also be eaten in the absence of problems with the urogenital system for preventive purposes. For children, cabbage is as useful as for adults, but at an early age it should be given with caution. This is due to the fact that children's bodies can digest cabbage, both red and white cabbage. In general, however, if the child normally tolerates this vegetable, unnecessary in the diet, it will definitely not be superfluous, because red cabbage is definitely beneficial to the child's body. Makes the immune system stronger and more stable, helps the baby to concentrate better, be more attentive, and generally activates the brain. Improves the functioning of muscle tissues, contributes to the formation of bones. Before giving a child cabbage, you should consult with a specialist beforehand, so as not to harm the young body. There is an opinion that red cabbage can provoke the appearance of diathesis in the baby. This statement is very controversial, but here is an allergy to this vegetable can occur both in a child and an adult. When losing weight, red cabbage becomes an indispensable assistant. First of all, this is due, of course, to the low calorie content of the vegetable. In fact, cabbage can be eaten in almost any volume. It will not harm the figure in any way. Moreover, since any diet is always a restriction, the body in such periods is deprived of a number of trace elements and dietary fiber. Red cabbage, due to its rich composition, allows you to survive this time with minimal losses. Any balanced diet includes salads, stewed, and sauerkraut. The consumption of this product will allow you to refuse a number of biologically active supplements. The most useful dish from cabbage is considered a salad with the addition of a small amount of sunflower oil. You can also make coleslaw with vinegar, but such a dish should be eaten only in the absence of any problems with the stomach. Is the juice of red cabbage useful? Like cabbage itself, its juice also has a number of useful properties, thanks to which it is recommended for use even by some doctors. There are a lot of useful properties of red cabbage juice. Regular consumption of such juice helps to strengthen the walls of blood vessels, in particular capillaries. For this reason, cabbage juice becomes indispensable in case of bleeding, as well as in the case when, in principle, the capillary vessels in the body are quite fragile. Since cabbage juice contains special substances, anthocyanins and phytoncides, this product is able to remove radionuclides from the body. A great advantage is that with the help of cabbage juice can fight tuberculosis, because the substances in its composition negatively affect the causative agent of the disease, tubercle bacillus. The same substances are able to stop the process of development of anemia. You can use red cabbage juice to treat bronchitis and other throat diseases. It is better to mix it with honey, then it will remove the hoarseness in the voice and will be more effective. Since cabbage contains substances that can relieve inflammation, cabbage juice can be used as a mouthwash for problems such as bleeding gums or other inflammatory processes. You can use red cabbage juice and for external use as a liquid for compresses. It will remove inflammation and have a healing effect. This remedy has long been used since ancient times, including for the treatment of pneumonia. With the help of red cabbage juice, you can fight insomnia. In this case, it is also recommended to add a decoction of cabbage seeds to the juice. Harm and contraindications. Despite the large number of useful properties, red cabbage, like any product, has a number of contraindications and can even harm the body. It is not recommended to consume red cabbage in the following cases: peptic ulcer disease of the stomach or duodenum, intolerance to this product, exacerbation of any diseases of the gastrointestinal tract, any disorders of the functioning of the thyroid gland. It is important to realize that the use of red cabbage can entail some consequences. The magnesium, sulfur, iron, and potassium contained in cabbage in large quantities can lead to abdominal bloating and flatulence. In addition, these components can provoke cramping of the intestinal walls. In the case of frequent use of red cabbage, a marked increase in blood pressure is possible. For this reason, this product hypertensive people should be extremely careful. It is strictly forbidden to eat red, and in general any cabbage in pancreatitis.
Thanks for watching. If this video was useful for you, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give us a like. Bye everyone.